Good morning. This is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated Journato morning headlines on September 26, 2022. Thousands of Orthodox Jewish pilgrims defy warnings to travel to Ukraine for Jewish New Year. A matter for the Bank of England, Liz Truss refuses to discuss if UK in recession. The Independent, pound to sink below dollar after UK's mini-budget, US experts predict, as analysts warn of currency crisis. iNews, outrage as Obama's top economist issues scathing attack on UK mini-budget. Express, Summers, fear for UK. Bloomberg Markets and Finance, Summers calls UK fiscal policy naive wishful thinking. Vincent van Quickenborne, 4 arrested in Belgian minister kidnap plot. BBC, 4 arrested over alleged plot to kidnap Belgian justice minister. The Guardian, Belgium PM slams unacceptable threats against justice minister amid drug war. Trump claimed he took nothing of great urgency from White House, months before Mar-a-Lago raid. The Independent, the old crow's a piece of S. Trump says what he really thinks about Mitch McConnell. The Independent, Haberman identifies moment in new Trump interview that could hurt him. CNN, Trump ran for president because nobody knows, his rich friend's new book reveals. Tropical storm Ian, live, Florida warned to be ready for potential hurricane as Biden postpones visit. The Independent, tropical storm Ian, see latest forecast cone, spaghetti models, advisory information. 10 Tampa Bay, Florida emergency declared with tropical storm Ian set to strengthen as it heads towards U.S. coast. Sky News, latest on tropical storm Ian. Cayman Compass, Biden cancels Florida DNC appearance with Ron DeSantis rival Charlie Crist over tropical storm Ian. Lavrov pledges full protection for any territory annexed by Russia. Reuters, Ukraine invasion, what comes next for Putin? Bloomberg, Moscow pledges full protection to any areas annexed by Russia. The Irish Times, Russia, annexed areas of Ukraine to get Moscow's full protection. Reuters, Sergei Lavrov calls Zelensky, BD, and walks out of UN meet amid collective condemnation of Russia. Protesters and police clash outside Iranian embassy in London amid outcry over Mahsa Amini's death. Sky News, 12 arrested at London protests after death of Mahsa Amini in Iran. The Guardian, dozens of protesters clash with police outside Iranian embassy in London. The Telegraph, 5 officers seriously injured, after police and protesters clash outside Iranian embassy in London. The Independent, protesters clash with police outside Iranian embassy in London. Houses washed away after storm Fiona as Canada sends in military for cleanup. The Guardian, houses washed into sea as storm Fiona batters Canada, BBC News. BBC News, striking photo captures last moments of Canadian family home before it plunges into sea, a victim of Storm Fiona. Sky News, Canadian military to help clean up Fiona's devastation. The Independent, Storm Fiona hits Canada's Atlantic coastline. Russia-Ukraine war live, 2,000 detained during protests in Russia, as it happened. The Guardian, Russian police crackdown on anti-mobilization protests is hundreds turnout. The Telegraph, Russian National Guard under Strahan to contain domestic protests against mobilization. Evening Standard, Muscovites protest against mobilization of reservists declared by Russian President Vladimir Putin. Daily Record, Ukraine war, hundreds arrested as Russian draft protests continue. Mahsa Amini was tortured and insulted before death in police custody in Iran, her cousin says. Sky News, Mahsa Amini, something extraordinary is happening in Iran. The Independent, this is the moment women burn headscarf and cut hair as Iran protests arrive in Bristol. Bristol Live, protesters cut their hair in solidarity with Iranian women. Giorgia Meloni, Italy's far right on course to win election. BBC, Italy general election 2022, exit poll shows victory for far right, as it happened. The Guardian, Italy votes as far-right candidate Giorgia Meloni looks for victory, BBC News. BBC News, likely victory for Italian right portends risks but no lurch into extremism. Financial Times, Italy's right-wing parties seen winning power exit poll. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.